top, and then the Gragas Yasuo. We are in promos to P3. Well, thank God we got Teemo. Close out some of these windows here. Okay. Silver. Probably Gragas support still. I mean, it's promos. You know, we gotta play it. Hey, what's up, Butter? What's up, Para? What's up, Le Pincieux? Oh, why it's so cold in here? Oh, it's orange support. Fleet Kaisa. Well, maybe that means she's gonna go Stormrazor. If it means she's going Stormrazor, I'll take Fleet.
Destroy Hope, bring the second coming of darkness, and get some new hair gel. I'm almost out.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Good guys. Just kidding yourselves.
Ornn kind of smacks Recon pre-6. If this is tough, it's not going to be because of Ornn. I mean, the knockup that he does and the Gragas knockup is pretty nice with Yasuo.
And Saya.
Minions have spawned.
I mean, Jhin versus Kaisa will likely make this a challenging lane, but I'm not particularly scared of Ornn. Hey, what's up, James? I teach English at a couple of different big universities in the channel. Hey, what's up, Ruben?
I'm way more fun now.
she should have her Q back. We gotta thin this out a little bit. I don't want to take too much damage. Gragas, probably top side. Okay, Jin doesn't have his grenade for the next couple of seconds. She keeps using her Q on the wave also, though. TP's 8 minutes. I don't know how Kaisa got so blasted on that. It's absolutely atrocious timing. I'm gonna have to wait. And sell this just so I can at least upgrade my gold item. Hey, what's up, Daniel? It's the first game of the day.
Out my bats. On my side.
I think we just wasted all of our mana, honestly. And we can push and try to get this dragon. I mean, he is level 3, I guess. How is he such a low level? Did he die? He died, I guess. He also is level 4 with double buffs. I'll take it. Alright, so we have till about 10 minutes on that flash. 10:30.
Universe tends towards chaos.
I think the TP was 7 minutes top. Jesus H crap, like, why can ADCs not even stand within 700 range?
Thanks, Riku. Real cold.
It's so triggering. It's like, I understand you don't want to follow up, but you can't stand in 700 range?
Riku.
I mean, that was like 3 seconds of not being in 700 range. Feels bad. I want to be able to trade, but I just can't trade because they literally play back like they're a freaking Iron Forge Anna. No offense to Iron Forge Annas. It's fine in Iron 4, it's not fine in Platinum. Can't really play around mid.
I don't apologize for doing my thing.
He's warded. Nah, he's...
An enemy has been slain.
Whew! Darkness is the new hotness.
He might just have that warded, I don't know.
An enemy has been slain.
Hey, what's up, G1? Currently plat 4. We've been as high as Diamond 4 this season. Hey, what's up, PX2? Really? The bounce range on that is gross.
My work, you shall transcend.
Basically, even on items.
Used to be square. Then I embraced the darkness. Woohoo!
I inspire action.
You don't invade when a... Okay. Well, let's see if we can...
Ally has been slain.
Don't invade Yasuo Gragas. When your mid's getting dumpstered.
I do what I want. Darkness didn't say.
Yeah, just get him out of there. Just make sure they miss the experience.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Safety is boring, Coop. Gonna go stare in the mirror. It's daily affirmation time, Con.
Platinum 4. Then as high as Diamond 4.
complicated.
Yeah, we lost priority. We do it too slowly. We had priority mid for a little bit. What? Hold on, what? Why was Kaisa... I'm trying to remember why Kaisa wasn't there, honestly. Because I know she died, but then wasn't she back when Warwick ganked? Near the end of the Warwick gank? Did she just back instead of helping us with Dragon? Is that what happened? I mean, Warwick's okay. Hey, what's up, Wari? Honestly, can't remember.
Enemy killing spree. Enemy double kill.
Woo! Being
Your
bad
turret
just
has been
feels so
destroyed.
good.
Huh. The silver guy middle's getting dumpster. This is weird. Yeah, hey, what's up, Dylan? Well, I got started late the last couple of days. I'm still trying to get over the sickness, so I'm sleeping a bit more, but... We've been going about till the same times. Well, I guess we have stayed a little bit later, till about 3.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Who has kills? Warwick does? I mean, maybe we can win off Warwick. No, do not freeze. This is not Challenger. I don't care. I'm pushing it. You're not going to sit here and AFK. We will macro. It's like one of the fastest way to lose a game.
Star nerds.
Let's see Flash after me. That was unfortunate.
An enemy has been slain.
Hey, thanks, Victor. I appreciate it. Hey, thanks, Nagaraki. I appreciate it.
You can wear it like a sweet cloak.
Is Sejuani coming back or not? Probably a little bit. Not this patch, but maybe.
Enemy has been slain.
Yeah, in the preseason, perhaps. I know I just bought that, so that's ridiculous, but...
Woo! I am so
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Victor.
I am in the fun zone. Population Rakan.
But yeah, you know, you'll see a lot of players try to freeze out lanes and things like that. It requires, like, very specific macro strategies to do that effectively. And it just doesn't work in solo queue. Because what happens is, yeah, you're denying a couple of CS. But people CS so poorly anyways in this elo that it really doesn't matter. Like, what matters far better are rotations. Like, being in the right place at the right time. And if you don't have teleport bot, just like straight going AFK is a really bad choice. A lot of times the champions, if they do choose to sit there and freeze, they're champions that have teleport. We can't go 2v4, obviously, so... Oh my god, almost had him. The Gragas from over the wall. They're randomly standing behind that wall. I guess he was probably doing Raptors right there. I've seen some top end recons going for Ardent more. I guess I could try Ardent.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Hey, this Teemo knows how to auto attack. That's cool. Was Vlad's proto belt on cooldown or something there? I mean, he was running at him like he wanted it, right? And then, like, the support Ornn turned around and looked at him, and he's like, oh, hold up, hold up.
Dominating.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to give him Wind Dragon. Is Teemo, please tell me he's going AP. Okay, thank God he's actually going the correct Teemo build. Running it down doesn't seem to be working. Yeah. Y'all please not troll like if I'm like in a tough game and clearly frustrated. Doesn't happen that often, but I would like to win here.
Has destroyed a turret.
I think that play was totally reasonable to go for that. I mean, Vlad had Proto. He was running right at him. It was just the Jhin and the support Ornn.
Has destroyed a turret.
But I mean, it's one of those plays where it's like, if it's a higher elo bracket, it's definitely the play. But
The right thing was boring. I'm way more fun now.
you know, like somebody said, it was too slow. And you know, just when you've got a silver Vlad there, you can't try to make those sort of plays. Alright, well, we can go back and look at it. I mean, maybe he did, and I didn't see it. It looked like he was in a position to make a play on it. Like, I thought he was close enough to make a play, and it looked like he turned around. But maybe not. No, just get back. Kaisa don't want to do it. Kaisa's not DPSing it. I guess we should have gotten a tier 2. And she doesn't have her Gensus yet, so she doesn't do any damage yet. We can maybe come down here and get this. I thought we were going to do more DPS than that, honestly. I think Kaisa just wasn't auto-attacking for most of that. Teemo does not have TP. I don't think Garen does either, though. Garen was around top lane. Let's just get back.
Sometimes we agents of darkness need a break.
Well, he got Zanya's first because I know it's very little damage on the Vlad, but he thought he needed that against Yasuo, I guess.
I love evil, and evil loves me. Universe tends towards chaos. I'm just helping it along.
Alright, we gotta wait on his pool. Need Teemo to put some shrooms down. There we go. I thought I eat first. I thought I E'd and then W'd onto the Garen, but I was just out of E range, I guess, and just straight W'd instead. There we go, got it that time. Might need to reset, but I think if they are thrown off a little bit. Alright, let's get their stuff and reset, I guess. We don't have Teemo, I think, maybe. I think we can just... Teemo's pushing middle. Hey, what's up, Sammy? It depends, Dylan. I personally do not like freezing in solo queue most of the time because when you freeze, you're giving up macro. So you're trading like a farming benefit for a macro benefit. I think in solo queue under diamond most of the time, you just want to push the tower over and over again, try not to die in most matchups, and then with that pressure, then you rotate and do something else. You either take scuttles, take dragons, deep ward their jungle, all of that stuff. But if they have something that's really scary that's going to kill you a lot, so if they have like Draven, Leona, then yeah, maybe you have to freeze outside your tower. The problem is if you do that, you're pretty much giving them all of the scuttles, access to dragons. They can ward up your jungle. You know, they can go rotate middle. Like, they get all of that stuff. So that's why I really don't like freezing that much. But, like, especially in an open lane like that, like, what she was wanting to do was sit there and freeze at the tier 2, which is even further pushed up. So that would be conceding most of our jungle and scuttle and mid. It's awful. You really don't want to be in a side lane freezing, especially if you don't have teleport. If you have teleport, it's a little bit of a different story. Like, you're not applying map pressure with the minions if you freeze, but at least you can show up to other fights. And you are denying the enemy some CS over time. So, I don't like it. Now, if you do have, it's different. Usually where you see freezes that actually work in pro play are top lane, which is very different because they're not going to be roaming anyways most of the time as most top laners during the laning phase. And it's just one person. So they don't have to go get vision or anything like that either. So top lane, sometimes you do see freezes. And that is really good, you know, to freeze outside of your tower. And it's a little bit more dangerous, like in pro, in top, because you're going to get camped a lot more, because the junglers aren't just going to be sitting bottom all game. Because a lot of times the bot lanes will choose something relatively safe that's difficult to gank. So that makes it a little more valuable to try to gank top. But yeah, so top lane, you'll hear about freezes where they do freeze it outside the tower as a top laner, and that can be devastating because there's no way to, like, break that freeze, and you can get up, you know, the person can come up and zone you off. And so that's really good because you're getting solo experience, and like I said, you just don't have obligations to try to roam or put down vision, versus bot lane you do. So, like, freezing bot can work, it's just a lot more rare. Yeah, or if you're trying to, like, maybe if you're trying to set up a gank for the jungler, you might temporarily, like, not free, or not push hard, but... He not even... I'm trying to see if I tap. I'm watching that play again. Where's ban Kale? It's fine.
I see you lack judgment.
Okay, I think... Did I tab? I'm trying to see if he had boots or not. I'm hoping that I tab here. Okay, wait. Damn it, I had it. Hold up. Come here. Why can't I? Let me see if I... Okay, there we go. It's not letting me click on this stuff. It's like lagging out. Okay, so... This window's weird. I'm looking at this little mini window on the side. So I'm looking at this, trying to go back and check that play out. Basically, Winky is right that he did Proto Belt before. Hey, what's up, Pedro? He was moving so slow, and I couldn't see the tab, so I think he didn't have boots. Like, I don't even think he had brown boots. By, however long this is, by like 20 minutes into the game, I don't think he had brown boots. I think that's what the issue was I was thinking that he was going to be able to close the gap, but he didn't even have boots because he was moving so slowly. When I was like watching that replay again, like he was trying to run at him, he just was moving so slowly. So I guess I should have tabbed and made sure he had boots before I tried to do something like that.
Feel the thorns embrace.
That's right, Nagaraki. Nagaraki said mid's the opposite, you push and roam. I mean, you can roam. Like, pushing top is still a good strategy a lot of the time. If you can get away with it, because that allows you to make aggressive TP plays to other lanes. Like, that's how you roam as top lane, is you take TP and use that. You can also roam middle sometimes, depending on your champ, but... Oh, Karthus. Karthus is annoying. Ezreal's pretty obnoxious too. I mean, because it's going to be really hard to try to kill him. But we can push and maybe rotate middle. I'm not really sure, honestly. YouTube doesn't tell you. I think they've made it lower over time. I think it's 15 seconds. It might depend on the latency that I choose, but it doesn't tell you what the impact of different latency settings are. Like... All it tells me is... I can't even hover right now. I have it on low latency. Which I believe is supposed to be good for real-time interaction, is what they say. There's another thing that says ultra low latency. But I'm not sure if that affects the stream delay or not. YouTube's gonna have... I mean, you gotta keep in mind, sometimes I don't read it's tough because I don't read all of the text right away and respond. Because sometimes, you know, I'm in the middle of a fight or something, or I'm responding to something else. Yeah, I think it's 10 to 15. So I don't know if the latency affects the delay or not. But I don't want it to be too high. I just picked the middle ground one. They have ultra low, low, and high latency. And so if you do the thing that says the real-time interaction is better, then I think that means it's more difficult. They said that it's more difficult to watch it on higher resolutions.
Such a busy world.
I don't don't know what that music video is. It must be like Senna's theme music or something.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
It's so weird why they're bringing her out halfway through a patch. Like, literally 1 week before the season ends, they're gonna introduce a new champ. It's like, what? Why would you do that to solo queue, man? Oh, is it the true damage theme? Okay, I don't know. I really don't like calling a skin line after a game mechanic also, because that can be really confusing.
Minions have spawned.
I think she's going to come out the gates weak.
So much more.
Now, whether that's because people just don't know how to play her or because her numbers are weak, I don't know. But I really think she's going to clock in that first week at probably somewhere around, I would guess, 35%. Now, I could be wrong about that, but... I know, I'm sorry, Mitch. I got to get a new thumbnail. Like, basically what happened was I was storing all of my images in a drive called screenshots. I don't know why. That's just where it started saving a long time ago. But because I never, like, take screenshots. Please don't push this yet. Wait on me. Okay. Thank you. And then I actually did need to take a screenshot for a project I was doing for school. And then I tried to put... Anyways, I messed it up and I lost the folder with all of my images in it, pretty much. So yeah, so I need to go back and redo that logo or get a different image that I can put on there. I don't know how to search for it on the computer either. I hope I didn't like delete it or something, but I don't know how to look for it. If anyone wants to donate some new channel art for me. Yeah, I got level 2'd by Ezreal, or by Thresh. Who doesn't even have Ignite. I couldn't go on the Thresh because he has Aftershock. It was an offline. It's just screenshots.
A promising garden.
Putting a Hunsky down, is that 100? I would not be willing. I'm not confident enough to put $100 on her going 35%. I think she will like 100% be below 50. I think it's highly probable that she's below 45. Below 40 is rough, but I do think that's where she'll end up. I'm just not like, I'm like 70%. I mean, I'm just thinking about, like, Yumi, right? Her win rate when she came out was like 30%. And I feel like her positioning, at least, is way easier because you can go untargetable anytime. You know, she's supposed to be super safe and people were still losing with her. Whereas I think Senna is going to be one of the most dangerous supports out there. I mean, I guess her mist gives you some power there, but... It wasn't on the desktop. It was somewhere else. Oh my god, is she dead again?
Take care.
This is why I stopped playing things like Zyra. It's like, I should have a lot of lane pressure, but the ADC is just always dead or running. So it's hard to... it's hard to get any kind of pressure. I wanted to pick it because my Rakan's not typically that great into Thresh, and Zyra historically has been pretty good into Thresh, but yeah, it's not a recycling. It was an entire folder. I mean, it had probably like 2,000 images in it. It was like all the thumbnails for all of my videos was in that, and I just don't know where it went. It's called screenshots, but it's not in that folder. Unless maybe it's only showing me a certain file type or something. I don't know. I could go back and look and see. Maybe it changed it to only show me doc types, because that's what I last used it for. Or actually, no, when you screenshot it, it's like a
Has been slain.
JPEG or something. Whereas I save everything as a PNG.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, get out of here, Thresh.
My prey thinks itself clever.
I'm afraid I may have renamed it as something else. I don't really know.
A promising garden.
Real? Is she dead? Come on, man. Okay, I really wanted to roam middle on that too.
Before
Ally has been slain.
I don't think I deleted it. It was so many things. I mean, it doesn't matter for most images because I just use every image one time. Most of the time anyways. Because every thumbnail is different, except for the ones that are on the stream. I guess we're somehow staying up there in CS. Huh. Well, the first half of Season 9 was actually okay. I don't know. The second half's probably okay. I just haven't been playing it very well. I'm not sure. Sorry, Adam. Yeah, I feel you on that. I've been stuck in this Elo purgatory for a while now.
An enemy has been slain.
I got interrupted.
take careful steps.
An ally has been slain.
My God, it's going straight rod. This is gonna put my my warding further behind, but I just really didn't want to sit on a lot of gold. Karthus is such a bad matchup for Zyra too, because I can't really afford to build items that are good against him. It slows you down so much. Karthus was their last pick. Ezreal was also, like, really bad because I just can't all in him. He's pretty much always going to dodge the roots. So, yeah, I got counterpicked pretty hard. They had 2 picks left, and they picked, like, 2 of the best picks at their positions, respective positions against Zyra.
Has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Did we just get aced?
So much more to see.
Imagine if Kaisa had BF. Yep. Just imagine.
Things aren't always what they seem.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Like, I'm just not gaining enough lane advantage. Off of Zyra, it's just so hard, and like, my other lanes are just chain feeding. Jax is down here for some reason. Five-man bot. Karthus is basically there. All he has to do is press R on the map. Really? Nobody died there? The homing missile hits her even in Shroud? I didn't realize that. Yes, they are, David.
Things aren't always what they seem.
I'm tilted watching that. Yeah. Yeah, so what they're doing is they're removing coin. All the other items don't cost any gold. All the other items don't cost any gold to upgrade, so you upgrade them for free. But they don't have their initial power. All they do is generate money. So Relic Shield no longer heals you. Spell Thieves no longer does on-hit damage. And their tier 2 version... their tier 2 version doesn't have CDR anymore. And you can't pay to upgrade to a tier 4 item at any point. You have to farm 1,000 gold to get it. So... I don't know. They might be a little bit better in solo queue. They're definitely going to be worse early, I think. Probably good. Yeah. Kaisa, please. So, oh God.
Wait until my seeds take root.
Well, that's one way of putting it. That's one side of the equation, Aftershock OP. Another side of it could be looking at Kai'Sa's damage output.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I don't think I missed Q. Did I miss Q?
Promise me.
Let's just FF, man. Let's go next. There's just 5 people just actually sitting on bottom the entire game. And then this Kai'Sa's like, whatever Kai'Sa's going on. Yeah, I can't hide behind minions when there aren't minions there. Like, I felt like I had to make a play on the Thresh. I mean, he should have died. But yeah, that's why I can't do Zyra most of the time. Like, Zyra's a good matchup in a Thresh. I mean, we got him, like, twice. In all ends, but... Now, granted, given what was going on in that game, it would have been hard to win no matter which support I played, but... Well, let's not start that up too much, Dedicated. Gotta see that tier rush damage output. Yeah, that's some pretty blistering damage. The Thresh out damaged her. Tier rush, woo! I mean, tier is not supposed to be, like, it's supposed to be weaker early, but stronger later. The problem is, it's, like, profoundly weak early. But... I would definitely rather have a permanent super minion in my lane. Hey, thanks, Multi-Marksman. I appreciate it. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to shave it off tomorrow. My wife wants me to shave it for family pictures.
I see you lack judgment.
I don't know where the beard trimmer thing here is. Should probably try to charge it up. I know, man, but like, we left this uncapped, is it? Yeah, that's a dead marker. It's okay, Sammy. We forgive you.
Let's dance.
Do we still go for conditioning or do we go for second wind? I think we can still go for conditioning here. I don't like Leona, man, right now. I mean, I just can't win on that champ. She's just so risky. I know that she can be really strong for sure, but I do not have success on her. My win rate's like in the 20s or something on Leona. Like, it feels like she should be good. Like, she's got a really low cooldown, hard engage, long range with the 90 seconds. She can get Zeke's also, just like Rakan. It's just, you're so vulnerable to getting camped. And late game, if you fall behind, you just don't do anything except for, you know, hard engage. And I just get tired of my team just not following up. Like, it's bad enough with Rakan, but at least half the time with Rakan, I can get out with my E. And he scales way better on like a second and third item than she does. I didn't diss her. I'm just saying the truth. She's just too much woman for me, man. I can't handle it. I mean, I understand that she can be strong. It's just empirically, it's just not working.
I only believe in myself.
The ADC, if you watch me in lane, I would say like probably 70-80% of the time, I'm standing ahead of the ADC. Can actually step forward instead of going back. Wow. I can't believe she didn't flash.
Minions have spawned.
If you forget my name, just call for the Lord of Darkness. The Emperor.
Enemy has been slain.
Wow. Fiesta mode engaged. Arriba! Hey, we got all the experience on that wave too, so we should hit level 2 first.
Because I'm free, and I am free because I'm
If I would have actually hit that W, it would have been much more domination. I thought Kai'Sa was going to run back though. So I like flash W. I'm not even sure if I needed a flash on that, honestly.
I do what I want. No star goes.
No! Seriously? Oh my god, dude. They got bailed out by an AFK? Seriously? We finally had the vastly superior team comp. We get a great level 1. And we get bailed out. They get bailed out. By someone not showing up. Next time we're going to have like the Heimer volley on our team. And we're going to die 3 times at level 1. I've tried Nautilus a lot, man. I'm just trying to get some wins. It's like the last week and a half. I'm going to play whatever I think gives me the best chance to win. That's it. Tom Kench seems like he should be good right now, but... They've nerfed him so hard. I mean, I've thought about trying Tom, but I just think at this elo it's just bad news. Because the ADC's like... oftentimes the least impactful role, so... like, there's no sense in protecting. I mean, sort of, to an extent, but it's like you're paying such a high price with him. I mean, if you land a lot of your tongue lashes, he actually does some pretty decent poke damage in lane. It just depends. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't noticed, no one ever says anything in my games because I have chat disabled. I've tried Blitz. I've tried virtually every support you can think of. That's a mainstream support. Yeah, I don't know, Dylan. I feel like lethality is where you should go. Well, the pick rate doesn't necessarily mean that's better. Like, the pick rate on tier Kai'Sa is way higher than the pick rate for Stormrazor Kai'Sa. Nah, I want to hear the pings. Unless someone abuses that. I don't think I need a break from League. I'm fine. I'm not mad. I mean, I've tried duos. I really don't have a higher win rate with duos either. I can't explain it, but I just don't. Sometimes we have an okay duo, but...
I see you lack judgment.
It's not really gonna improve your win rate unless you're dueling with someone that's significantly higher than you have been. Yeah, as far as the crit, I don't know. I feel like lethality is better, but just look and see what top level people are building on her. Like, there's a feature on op.gg, and once again, you got to take everything in context. Like, look at a bunch of different indicators. You know, you can't just look at one. You can look at you can look at Sarah Fortune here. Oh, Essence Reaver is a big part of it. Essence Reaver is really strong. That might be part of it. But you can see like what some of the top level people are building on her. This guy switches it up. Well, that's Earth. So it's hard to say, but just look through and you can see what some top level people are doing. And try to understand the context behind why they're doing what they're doing. If you can, just look at it and just you can see like, okay, what's their build order? What are their matchups? Like, how were they doing in those games? Were they ahead? Were they behind? And that can show you the differences between some builds. But it looks like it's Essence Reaver Rush. Because that 20% CDR is really nice. And then I guess just Infinity Edge after that. Your ult, the waves on your ult can crit. And your Q can crit also. I don't know if the bonus damage crits, but... So it's not like it's completely worthless on her. This might be that Essence Reaver is really strong. I think it's Swain support. Fallback champ regardless of meta. Nowadays it's Rakan. Yo, what up, Celaguara? Yeet. Used to be Janna. It's just pretty much whatever's good. I'll try to play something else tonight for sure. I mean, I did. I played Zyra. So I'm trying to play stuff other than Rakan. It just feels like Rakan and then Soraka in certain matchups has been really good too. Probably go ahead and charge this up. I don't know where our other thing is. I think we may have left it at the beach. Holy crap, there's so many attachments to this thing. Yeah. If Swain, it has to be a full immobilizing effect or does a slow count. If a slow counts, that's going to be pretty gross with Ash's W. I think it has to be full immobilize, though.
Riku, how can you be tired already? We just got here.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
Safe is for nerds. I do danger.
I mean, if you're nasty, Zac support can be alright, I guess. I know he was really big on that for a while. Yeah, I have not really seen that. I don't know if I may have played against that one time out of the thousands of games that I played. Doesn't mean it's not necessary. Doesn't mean it can't be good. It just means I haven't really seen it a lot. My initial instinct is it's probably not that great.
Most good guys are just kidding themselves.
Well, if we can snowball, we can be really strong, but late game's gonna be tough against that Zac. He doesn't have his root, so should be alright to walk through that bush.
Boring. I'm way more fun now. I don't apologize for doing my thing.
can't really go in with that many minions. We're gonna have to wait.
Living the dream. Dark.
First
I
blood.
dance to the beat. The beat. Dark. I do what I want. No Stargate. Citizen.
How did he heal all that? Oh, she used summoner heal. I guess? I don't know. I mean, I know his passive heals a little bit. I don't remember the exact mechanic behind it, though.
Life is way more fun.
Got him! Spit roasting these kids. Now, what do you like, taunt somebody when you spit on them and then just like talk trash about them? Just like maximum disrespect.
An ally has been slain.
Ooh, Riku, let's destroy everything they hold dear and then laugh in their faces.
Oh, what's up, Raven? I'm sorry to hear that.
Ooh, darkness is the new hotness. Travels fast.
God, she's standing so far back. I keep getting in trouble with that, where people just don't even stand close enough for me to E. I mean, it was net neutral. I got a 50 gold coin, used a potion, but it does help charge up towards the wards more. She's 6? Yeah, she's 6.
Boom.
I am sad because I'm free and
You have slain an enemy.
look so hot.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Jeez.
An enemy has been slain.
Caitlin's doing a good job with her combo. She's setting down a trap whenever I CC him. It's amazing. No, Caitlyn! What the hell? You could have just walked out. Oh, what? Okay, I guess that worked out. Yeah, the way they were positioning, I thought we were about to get dove. Thought they was gonna dive us. Pretty sure they don't have this worded. Oh god, for real? They do? What the fuck? Alright, well. When did they ward that? Jesus Christ. Okay, well, that may have just thrown the whole game. When did they ward that? There's no way the Swain warded that. He was in lane the whole time. You're telling me in a platinum game they have a control ward here, a control ward here, and they have a ward in Dragon Pit? And the Zac is smart enough to stand outside of my ward range and then jump in from like here or something? What is this? I mean, maybe they had a ward in this river and the Zac just got extremely lucky and just timed it perfectly to go in. And Yasuo just happened to be there too. I think that was unlucky. I think if they had anything warded, it was probably right there and he just guessed the timing.
Life sucks when I tell you. But it is less complicated.
Let's see if I can get hooked. I was trying to get hooked there. I walked into it because I thought we'd be able to get a play. Man, we're just getting murdered by this Zac, pretty much. mean, that was all Zach. I'm not giving Swain any credit for that. I think we've been dumpstering this Swain, but that's fine. Come on, Riven. Come on, Riven, quick. Before they run.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Couldn't get the Ash. I think, should we get her anyways? No, we don't. And we're all dead. That was tragic.
Triple kill.
Why is Camille there? God, dude, they are just, they're just at the right place. All these guys are having like the game of their lives.
And it's evil. You can wear it like a
Your turret has been destroyed.
KDA doesn't matter. You could go 0-50 in every game and still be challenger. Nothing about your in-game stats matter at all. It's just about whether your team wins or loses. I won't mute this real quick. I gotta sneeze or cough or something.
not rescue you from a cold death planet to use the bathroom. I rescue you so you can hold my
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Thanks, Riku. Real cold.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Safe is for nerds.
Your
I do
turret
danger.
has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
Just kidding. Oh my God.
Alright, that was a good play by the Swain. This might be more than a cold. Hopefully I don't have bronchitis or pneumonia or something. I think the game's still winnable. Maybe. I don't know. We needed momentum. Like, the thing is, Diana's just completely worthless if she's behind. And Caitlyn's really an early game champ. The Zac is also, we just don't have anything that's going to be able to kill Zac.
Ally has been slain.
Camille's probably going to outscale Riven also. I mean, it's not looking great for the home team here. That dragon play was just absolutely brutal. It was risky, but I just didn't think, honestly, that at the Zelo bracket, they were going to have that warded that early in the game. I still think they guessed. I still think Zach just... We walked by a ward right here. And we just killed the dragon too slowly, and he just jumped in and guessed.
Doing the right thing.
God, why won't it die? Zach's gonna jump on me probably. Okay, maybe not. Alright, nice. Hey, thanks, Will Dorian. I appreciate it. Huh. I mean, there's some probability. I guess everybody's power could go out in a town or something. There's always some probability you could win, but...
I don't apologize for doing my thing. Used to be a skirmishes, then I embraced the darkness. Woohoo! Living the dream.
I mean, you could say that of every support, though. Like, that's always a thing where people say that champion's too reliant on your team. It's like, well, every champion, especially support champions, reliant on your team. Like, the thing is, he can play around so many different people on your team, though, whereas other certain champions are only good at certain points in the game. I think he's one of the least team-reliant supports. You can always say, like, the AP champs, but I played Zyra earlier, and if you don't get ahead... If you don't get ahead in the laning phase, then you're just pretty much screwed later on. Whereas Rakan, you know, you can get ahead in the lane, but you also can do stuff later. Even Zyra and Brand, you know, if your ADC doesn't, like, help you convert kills, if they just sit there and watch you, you're still going to lose the game. You know? At least, like, the engaged champs. I mean, you could say some of the non-engaged champs, like Soraka, Janna, stuff like that, are a little more team-reliant, but usually they scale harder. So it's just like, what do you want? You want, like, better, like, raw stats? Or do you want someone who can engage and start a fight? With Rakan, you get both. To an extent. I mean, you're not going to scale as hard as Soraka, but you scale harder than the other engage champs. I don't have wards. I'm not giving it up yet. Yeah, that was kind of an older thing with Rakan. Back before they nerfed Electrocute, I think. I think that was definitely before they nerfed his Q.
Sparkles are so darn sparkly.
Yeah, it was like, for a couple of patches, he was pretty good middle, like last year at some point, I think, but I haven't seen as much of that this year. Really wanted level 11. I may have missed some experience there. Sweet. We just can't kill Zach. I think Zach's actually like pretty good. I mean, they buffed his healing a lot. I mean, yeah, I've definitely heard about the new champion coming out. I did a video on her. I don't think she's going to be that strong on release. I know that's not a popular thing to say, to get a lot of views. You could say, oh my god, she's OP with all caps, but, you know, I just try to be honest with you guys. Like, she has the potential to be really good. It's just like her itemization and her stats are just so weird. Like, she's gonna require a lot of like positioning and skill with her, like just her kit in general. But then on top of that, she just doesn't have good itemization. So it's kind of like a double whammy that people aren't gonna know how to play her. She's gonna be hard to play, and her itemization is funky. We'll try her out, but. Yeah, we can also go ahead and pack this up. I think she's primarily going to be a support. I just don't understand how you can have an attack speed of like 0.2 like modifier and be an ADC. Especially if you don't have a crit mod, like if you're getting kind of punked on the crits. Like, if she got full value out of crits, maybe, you know, maybe she could do it, because then she could just go something like Essence Reaver, Infinity Edge, Rapid Fire or something, and just be like a one-shot machine. But she doesn't get modifiers on crits like Jhin. So attack speed's terrible on Jhin also, but he gets like extra crit modifiers. Yeah, I mean, it feels like a Jhin-esque champ, except this time you don't have an item path. I mean, I guess if you were going marksman, maybe the new lethality items, but I don't know. Like, her ratios are just so bad. Have they updated her wiki yet? Yeah, this right here, this 0.2 is absurd. That is so low. I mean, Caitlyn is 0.56. I don't know what Jin's attack speed is. I mean, he doesn't have any sort of modifier, though. It may not even say. His is 0.62. So he has a base attack speed, but it can't be modified. But he still has a 0.62 to start with. And 200% crit damage. That's, I mean, that's the biggest thing is like... Man, I just got scammed. The bar, I was trying to click on this and then it popped up like that. It's like, oh, did you really want to click on this? No, I didn't. I mean, her range is off though. I don't know why it says her range is 130. It's 600. So like some of the stats on this thing, you know, they've been letting me down a little bit. I mean, that's what everybody's been telling me is it's 0.2. That's what it looks like here. So instead of getting a 200% damage on a crit, she only gets 130%, which is really bad. Attack speed. I don't know what this basic attack wind-up crap is. It's like, dude, just make it attack speed. It's just so hard to understand what that means. It says she has a wind-up time in addition to her attack speed. So I don't know. I'm just going to have to see how it works. But it seems like attack speed's going to be really bad on her. This only has a 0.5 AD ratio. This has a 0.7. And the other one has a 1.0. But, like, a lot of heavy attack damage champs are going to have a much higher ratio, you know, on their abilities. Even ADCs. Like, Ashe's W, which you can spam, has a 100% on it. 100% total attack damage. In addition to other things. And then, like, what's Lucian's by comparison? See, Lucian's gets up to 120% of your total attack damage and has a 225 base. And it's on a much shorter cooldown. Now, yes, you know, it doesn't have the same range the other one does. It doesn't heal. So, yeah, there's all these, like, you know, qualifiers to it. But, and up to, you know, 500% of your total AD on his ult. So, I don't know. I just feel like she doesn't do enough damage to be an ADC. But, like, maybe as a support. I think her numbers are just too low, even for support. Like, if they want to make... I think they're just being too careful with her numbers because she has too many other... She has, like, some really innovative stuff in her kit. Like, especially her E. I think a lot of her power budget has to go towards this E because this seems really OP on paper. Right? That someone, like, you can basically shroud your whole team in an Akali-like shroud. And when they come out, then they're still disguised like Nico. I think what happened, like, with the design team or something, they were probably just like, dude, Carl, like, you can't give an ability like that to a support. You can't let him cloak every single person and give them bonus movement speed and give them disguise. And Carl's like, damn it, that's what I want. This is how it's going to go down. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to have to make everything else on her pretty worthless in order to give her that. Are you sure? It's like, yes, to hell with their stats. Let's do it. I feel like that's about how the conversation went down. Damn it, Carl, not again.
I see you lack judgment.
All right, man. We'll give her 0.2 and kill her ratios. But I think what'll ultimately, if they want her to get her to a balanced state, I think they're gonna have to nerf something off of this. Maybe they could start by getting rid of the bonus movement speed. She does get bonus movement speed, right? Or not? I thought she did. Yeah. They're gonna have to get rid of the bonus movement speed, probably. They can start with that. And then they need to give her, like, a better AP ratio if they want her to be a support. On her Q. Like, come on, man. 0.25. Like, I understand you don't want the base to be that high. Just take off the AD scaling on it and just make this, like, a 0.6 or something. Because they're just, like, they have these dual ratios. I don't know. I feel like they're trying to make her too versatile, and she's paying too high of a price for that. So she's just gonna be like middling at everything instead of like good at something, you know? Because there is not a really good, like, dual AP 80 item outside of Gunblade, and that's just too expensive for supports. So, that'd be cool if they made, like, more items that were like that. I mean, Gensu's as well, but with an attack speed of ratio of 0.2, Gensu's is not happening. They could also just normalize her attack speed, and, you know, make her attack speed like 0.6. Just give her like Caitlyn. Like, Caitlyn's pretty bad with attack speed too, but this is like unheard of bad. Alright, we'll switch the skin up at least here. I'll play something other than Recon here in a minute. I really want to get some more wins. Where? Okay, here we go. Give me the gong. What do we... Nami, Lucian. Well, Bard actually does some stuff pretty well. Like, Bard actually has some good pressure early on. If you land his stuff. Well, I'm gonna focus on the AP because that's what you would need to get. Yeah, but, like, people are saying they want her to be support. You can't really run AD as support. The items are too expensive. And which 80 items, like, are you trying to run on? Are you going to run lethality? I mean, I guess that's about it right now. You can run the new, like, Umbral Blade, I guess.
Nothing important should be taken.
But, like, most of the good, for, like, healers, the good support items are going to be AP. If they want her to be support. Like, Athene's could be pretty good on her right now because she does damage and then is able to dish it out with her Q.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, I just feel like the lethality build is hard to pull off because you're not going to get a ton of extra gold. I mean, those ghosts, I think when you shoot them, give you like 3 gold or something.
Minion spawn.
That does help some. But the only reason Pike can really pull that off is because he gets a crap load of extra gold on kills. And assists. If he hits him with the X, so... I went double magic resist. I guess that's fine in Anami. I mean, right now, your only choice is really going to be lethality, and I just think it's too expensive. I mean, maybe with the Umbral one, it's going to be like 2,400. Wait, how does she generate gold off a trinket? The passive gives some gold. I don't know if it's every time. I don't think it's if she procs the shadows off of allies. I thought it was only if she shot the ghost she gets 3 gold. That periodically appear off of waves. They're getting rid of coin. And the other stuff, I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to help her out there, the support item changes. They had one other 2,400 gold item, I think. Didn't they, or was it just Umbral? Basically the lethality sweeper item.
I'm gonna live forever.
Better keep it safe.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe she can get lethality items. I just feel like there haven't been any other, like, AD supports that are mainstream that actually got 80 items other than Pike. And the only reason Pike can do it, I think, is because he gets a lot of extra gold.
Humans claim
Lethality also doesn't improve her healing at all.
cover it in refuse.
Like, you pay a pretty hefty price for lethality. Now, flat AD is good, but there's just not a good, like, flat AD item she can get that doesn't have crit on it. I mean, maybe, like, the Storm Razor stuff, but that's going to involve attack speed items.
I have got this back. Where are you?
Well, I don't know. We'll just have to see what the final verdict is.
An ally has been slain.
I got freedom. I got a lady. I got a cause I die.
Hey, what's up, Claydex? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Okay, if it's every time she procs miss, she gets 3. I mean, how much miss is she really gonna proc in a minute, though? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If she's proccing like 5 a minute, that seems like a lot. But if she's proccing like 5 miss a minute, that's like 15 gold a minute.
Magic.
An ally has been slain.
I need to see people can see how I am.
So it'd be like 75 gold off, but when you're still dealing with items that are like 2,900 gold versus, you know, the enchanter supports are getting items that are like 2,200 gold, like it's gonna take a hell of a lot of mist. I mean, even proccing like 10 a minute, which would be like, I don't think you'll be able to get that much. I mean, that would turn on your extra range in like 2 minutes in the lanes. I don't think they're getting that. I don't know.
Now only the ember.
I mean, yeah, but all supports benefit from that. Like, every support's gonna benefit. So yeah, maybe she's gonna get her Dustblade faster because she doesn't have to spend, you know, extra gold on that. But the Janna's still gonna get her Ardent Sensor faster too. You know, the Nami's gonna get her Athenes faster. So still, like, proportionally.
I feel like my allies aren't recognizing how amazing
And I just
my
don't
cloak
think those
is.
items
I mean,
scale as well
serious.
as the enchanter items. Doing alright, man. You still up on that classic WoW? You got that Ragnaros yet, or what? Or the, what's it called? The Sulfurous
Is my
Hammer?
cloak right? Yes, it is. I was worried there for a second.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Well, from what I've seen, what they're doing with lethality is they're taking the ward thing off of Dustblade, and they're giving it Grievous Wounds instead.
Only as wild as
And then they're creating a new item called Umbral Trespass or something. I don't remember what it is. Umbral something. And it only gives 10 lethality, some AD, 10% CDR, and the sweeper function. So that one will be good on her as like a first item. I just don't know if it's going to be enough. That one's only 2,400 gold. We're just gonna lose this.
moment.
Yasuo, get your butt down here now. Yasuo, get down here now. What? He's on the other side of their tower. What the?
An ally has been slain.
It's like, dude, we're fighting for Infernal right now. You have priority. Katarina's really low. You have a Rakan with you. There's 3 people right there that are getting low fighting Dragon. What do you do? It's like, oh, of course, you dive their tower. Got it.
And dangerous.
What the?
And that's why I love it.
Even if you're just after kills, there's 3 kills right there. You can cut off the Nami. Like, I can E onto you and knock them up with W. I have Ignite. They're dead. Yasuo could have had a double, maybe even a triple kill.
Time to get it started.
Because we could 3v3 them right there, 100%, if I get that knock up. And Yasuo ults. They're already getting beat up by the dragon. We could definitely 3v3 them right there. Never seen the hammer.
I don't want a world that's safe.
Oh, okay. You might be coming back to legal then, huh? Trying it out?
An ally has been slain.
gonna get rough. He had 1 HP because he dove 2 towers. Because he chose to do that. When I looked at him on the replay, he was plenty healthy enough to rotate down. And he had Katarina pushed in, and she was super low.
I do not wish
Why you always gotta be contrarian, Winky? Like, what's up, man? What's going on?
An enemy has been slain.
We can't beat him with the Bill Water. They finally figured out they're stronger than us. I'm dead. I have to flash that, I think. Come here, Vayne! Jesus H. She killed both of us by flashing right there.
You're only given a little spark of
I could have flashed to her and it would have saved her, and then Lucian would not have been able to hit me also. That feels bad. Does Senna look super busted? I don't know. She looks interesting, but like her numbers are really low. Like her kit looks great.
I will make you
I'm just worried that her numbers are just too bad. She has like a 0.2 attack speed ratio. And like crits, she only gets an extra 30% damage off of every crit.
Ain't nothing I say
So like
taken
all of that
serious.
stuff looks good. It's just her her numbers are just really bizarre. But I mean, maybe I'm just not piecing it all together correctly. It's totally possible. I haven't played with or against her, so yeah. I think that's exactly who I compared it to earlier in the stream. Is I think that
everything. That's the only way to
I think she's gonna have a super low win rate to start with, but it's gonna be hard to tell if that's because she's just like the numbers are bad or if people are just not good on her, because she is gonna be hard to play. Really? Oh my god. Damn, he's got a full warriors before I can even get a cloth armor.
An
I
ally
need
has been
some
slain.
fun. Now.
Yeah, I mean the range is nice. I just don't think there are items for the kind of kit that they want you to get with her. I thought I was gonna have time to R and then W over to them, but I got killed like mid-fight.
An enemy has been slain.
If I had just a little bit more gold before we backed, and I was able to get a cloth armor instead of those two fairy charms, I think I would have at least been able to put in more damage, and maybe we have a better outcome.
An ally has been slain.
I don't want to miss the start of the party.
Yeah, they've got permanent priority bot. They got Vayne.
There's wildness in the bees and the flowers. It's just a fury humans don't see.
My ult just came up too. She's gone.
Ally has been slain.
I mean, you can at least try to get the experience, I guess.
will fall soon. Enemy killing spree.
There's Cat to cover. Well, I did get him to take like 3 tower shots. I thought I'd be able to maybe stall long enough for Kha'Zix to come down. But Katarina came down to cover.
The universe loves me.
We're just running over every lane. I guess Pantheon's doing pretty well top.
They will see me. They will see my dance. The world isn't about collecting stuff. It's about seeing stuff.
Shut down.
That was unfortunate. Oh, she still had flash? I guess she just healed and ran out. I thought she flashed and healed when she got out earlier.
An enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
I need my love to hurt. I need the world to scare me. I don't apologize for it. I feel good.
An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
It don't take a lot of words to tell the truth.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Magic isn't supposed to be safe. The world's a big place. You wanna miss it?
I mean, Pantheon's ahead, but... Why the cleaver, though?
I've been
I guess
kicked
his
around
E
since
applies
I
it
was
really
born.
rapidly.
It's all right. It's
The
okay.
armor shred.
I'm staying alive.
I'm just wondering why Pantheon wouldn't go something like Triforce over Cleaver. But I don't know exactly. It just feels like if there's not a tank, then Cleaver just seems kind of bad.
Hey, you ever seen movies like
An ally has been slain.
That was brutal.
Double kill. Aced.
I should have just gone after the Nami, I guess. I
Enemy killing.
was trying to get that Lucian knockup for the Yasuo, but it was a fail. And then I was just, like, everybody was just targeting different stuff, and I didn't have anyone to jump to. I should have stayed closer.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I have no idea where Lee came from.
man so fine I kill.
I don't know. I don't know the like I said, I don't know Pantheon, like what his optimal builds are. Obviously Keegan's gonna know it way better than I do. It just seems weird that like a lot of other champs have been pivoting away from Cleaver because there aren't tanks. So like Garen used to go Cleaver, now he goes Trinity. Darius used to go Cleaver, now he goes Trinity. And that seems to be like the standard thing. So I don't know why Pantheon. It seems like Pantheon's a similar type of champ. You know, one Spage. I'm gonna wait to cast my vote until 20 just to make sure we get it done. Yeah, I don't really know. We're just getting blasted in every lane except for Pantheon. Because if I voted right now, then it wouldn't pass. But if I wait until 20 minutes, then it passes. Unfortunate. Yeah, they're just better than us. Further ahead. Well, might end up in Platinum again at the end of the season. I was hoping if we could have one, like if we could get into Platinum 3 today, maybe we can make one more push on it, but we'll see. I mean, I made some mistakes in that one too, for sure. That fight with Lucian, kind of near the end. I'm not really sure. I could maybe try Soraka. I don't know. I'm not sure if my champ's really the thing. Like, these last two games just feel like they're virtually unwinnable. The last one, I mean, I screwed up last one because I said to go for that dragon without having a control ward there. And I just was kind of banking on them not having it warded, but they did have it warded, like, pretty early in the game. Because mid was back and we had priority bot. Bot was back also. So I was like, let's do it. But we were just like maybe 5 seconds too slow, and the Zac like jumped out of the fog of war, even though I had it warded, because, you know, Zac can do that. But he like jumped out of the fog of war, and the Yasuo was there to follow up with an ult, also out of the fog of war. So it's just really, really unfortunate. So that, I mean, that turned the fight where they stole the dragon and got 3 kills. I think all 3 of them went on Yasuo. Soraka would not have been a good pick. Like, you cannot pick Soraka into Katarina, though. I figured that out the hard way. Because she gets that free, like, 60%
Fear
healing
is the
debuff.
first of many foes.
I think it's just like Kled and Katarina have that. It's just very bizarre. They're like, well, we want something that can counter, like, Mundo top. So let's just give Kled, like, free 60% grievous wounds on his bear rope. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Yasuo players that much in general. I think there are just as many good ones as there are bad ones, so I'm okay with it. At least he has the potential to be good. Oh my god, this bot lane though.
Disintegration.
There's footwear, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I might, I maybe should have dodged that, but. Hey, what's up, Tao? Awesome, man. Thanks. Don't want to play Soraka against Zyra, because Zyra can very easily build into Morellonomicon. I should have scouted to see if I need to dodge this or not, but... Bot lane's definitely going to be really hard. I kind of wish the guy went for the Legolas build on Varus. Because at least that does a lot of damage off of, like, one item. With Duskblade. And it would be, like, the poke would be really nice with Vel'Koz. But he's going for the attack speed, and... Blather and King, and they just don't really have any tanks. I mean, I guess, like, Renekton's going to have a lot of health, but... I don't know, this was probably going to be really rough. And I'm wondering if I should just go coin, honestly. So I can get to my items faster. Yeah, I might just go coin, as weird as that sounds. Give me some more movement speed, too, so I can rotate around better. So it is going to lower my poke, but your items are also really expensive as an AP champ.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And it's not like as guaranteed that you're going to hit a bunch of Qs either, if they're good at dodging them.
Creatures mewing increases during dissection.
Minions have spawned.
This may not be that great in a Draven, just because Draven is going to get Bloodthirster probably if he's smart in this lane. Now, it's pretty good against Zyra, but...
A land rich with information.
Thought about doing Xerath as well. Don't have as much experience on Xerath. Lux is another one historically that could be good, but just haven't had a ton of luck on Lux lately.
Ah, the void. I miss the darkness. Take that.
Yeah, I really wish he went for the poke Varus. If he hits an ult later, we should be able to blow him up, I hope. Oh, that's not good. See that minion right there. Okay, nice. I'll take it.
High concentration of subjects. Wonderful.
Yeah, coin on Vel'Koz, man. Coin on almost everything under Diamond. Want those wards. Want that money for the second and third item.
There is much to learn about this world.
Movement speed also pretty good against Zyra. I mean, I have twice as much gold generated as she does right now. So I'm probably going to get my wards like 3 or 4 minutes faster. I know it sounds ridiculous because like the common knowledge is everybody just gets that, but... It's like, yeah, Frostfang gets you 20 AP, but if at any point you get more than 435 gold, that's an amp tome you could buy. So if I get up on her 435 gold, I'm up an amp tome, which is the same thing as the the flat AP that Frostfang gives. As long as I'm not full item. If I'm like full item, that's kind of a different story. Oh, Jesus. Alright, well, now we're getting camped. And welcome to Why We Can't Have Nice Things in Solo Queue. Well, it's got to be Rakan every effing game.
Genders are more easily discerned by the pitch of their cries.
So we've got an AFK jungler. They've got a jungler that's just gonna sit on bottom. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Now they're gonna get Infernal. We got our own red buff though, no worries.
All creatures of blood and flesh.
I mean, it really is just such an extreme disadvantage, too, to be on the red side of the map. Because Echo can get away with that, because all of the good camps are on the red side, where red buff spawns. Like, he can just sit bottom the entire game and still get his golems. We're just gonna have to sit back. I guess, I don't know, you really need to be pressuring his Vel'Koz, and we are up 3 kills. Now, Draven's got 2 kills. There's just nothing Kha'Zix can really do. Like, if he's on the top side of the map, there's nothing he can do to counter. I mean, they're addressing some of this in the preseason, they know that, but... I mean, I know that too, it is what it is, you know? I just gotta play smarter. Yeah, Collie's coming down now. Out. Maybe not, maybe she's just warding. Let me see if I can...
Nature's muley increases during dice.
I guess I should have donated him a control ward. Oh, he's actually going Infinity first. Wow. Okay. That's bold. Okay. This Echo's a menace.
To date, none have survived the event.
Killing spree.
Darkness of the void.
We just gotta try to go for more damage.
Pattern is clear.
I should have gotten a sweeper, but whatever. Doing be greater than Caps. I mean, I guess we'll see. Honestly, I really have not even watched any of that. I watched like their semifinals game, but I haven't watched much more than that. So. Oh my god, I'm missing everything.
Ally has been slain.
My presence houses them.
Where is he?
Shut down.
Serious right now?
Human melting point remains.
How's Volkos work? Yeah, when you hit them with 3 stacks of your stuff, then it does a burst amount of true damage to them. Also, your ult does true damage if you have so many stacks. 6 and 1.
Rampage.
So yeah, right now it does 100 true damage whenever you proc 3 stacks on them. Now we gotta save up for the blasting one, which sucks. Welcome to AP supports. The beam stacks it per tick, and if you have 3 stacks on them, then your ult does true damage. And the ult every like half a second or something applies an additional stack.
Your turret has been destroyed.
They have double infernal. This is why, I mean, we saw this in the Zyra game too. You can do pretty well in lane, but then just if the mid or the jungler just go in haywire, you can just get blown out. Like we were 3-0 in lane at one point, and then Draven just picked up a couple of kills off of some clowning. We can't do anything with Echo here. Autos do not count now. Vel'Koz should be hanging really far back. W, if you hit with both ticks, does count twice, yes. Oh, it went right between both of them. That's unfortunate. Autos might keep the stacks on there, I'm not sure.
Mewling increases during dissection.
Yeah, you just don't have enough. I don't know, man. It's just one of those nights where it's like, it doesn't matter which kind of support I play. Like, lane dominant support, roam support. It's like everybody's chain feeds, and I just can't figure it out. Kill her, please. I probably should have just dodged this. I mean, we did pretty well bot lane considering our situation. Like, we just kind of got wrecked by that return gank. And we should have just played more cautiously, but our jungle, mid lane, and top lane all got destroyed. So I don't know. I felt like we kind of had to try to do something, like, proactive. Oh god. Echo's gonna... They're coming.
Enemy rampage.
Dead. I'm dead. No, it's not even... I mean, yeah, Yasuo's getting busted up. It's just everywhere, though. There's bad lanes everywhere. And it should have just been a dodge. I mean, Lux has been severely nerfed. I could try Lux again, yeah, but... I was really just trying to hold us through the lane, but Vel'Koz just doesn't... I don't know. We just don't, like... Teamfight comps are just not in right now. Maybe if tanks come back a little bit in certain comps, maybe the Vel'Koz, like, heavy CC comps, where the true damage is going to matter a lot, maybe Vel'Koz will be better, but he's really just kind of a pocket counter to Zyra in lane that doesn't do much else. Yeah. Looks like another FF20. Hey, we're getting a lot of games in tonight, though. Hey, look on the bright side here, huh?
Shut down.
Get some good 20-minute games in. I just don't think we're coming back. Echo's just too strong when he gets really far ahead. Draven's really far ahead too, and that's just how it is. Gator. Why are they not? I guess they're nerfing Renekton by getting rid of Shojin. He sat through my whole ult too.
Your turret has
Yeah,
been
he is 4 levels higher. No, you can't Lulu into Zyra, man. Like, I know you got to look at, like, not just who you pair with ADC. Like, yeah, you're right that, like, Lulu's okay with Varus, any sort of attack speed item champ, but you got to have something that outranges the Zyra, typically, if you really want to, like, have a chance against, like, a Draven Zyra lane. The best, like, solution to that is just dodge. The kind of stuff that you're going to have to pick to be able to do alright in that lane. Or you can just say, whatever, I'm just going to lose the lane and try to scale, and if that's the case, you probably want to go something like Sona. Like Nami, maybe too, but Lulu is just not good because you don't have a heal, and you don't also don't outrange him, so... But that doesn't even, like, scale that well compared to a bunch of other champs, man. Like, you're putting all of your eggs in the Varus basket, which is not good in this meta, to, like, rely that heavily on your ADC. I don't know. I haven't had a lot of success with Lulu. I mean, if you win that matchup, it's great, but... I hate that matchup. I've tried that matchup several times. It's really hard. Like, that, I think they would just run over us. Like, there's one thing with, like, kind of losing a lane and just getting blown out. And I think in that lane, you're going to get blown out.
has been destroyed.
Nah, I don't like Morrigan Desire at all. I think she breaks your shield, like, basically immediately. If you hit your Q on her, she doesn't have mobility to dodge her Q, so there's that, but I feel like she nullifies your black shield quite a bit. But, you know, as always, if you guys win these kinds of matchups, then play them. Yeah, Nami is something in the past I've done. That's alright. At least you have a heal. Take a bad trade. Well, I mean, winning lane is good, but it depends on at what cost. Like, the Vel'Koz... we got a triple kill. It was just that return gank got us, but that's the thing. You're really vulnerable if you play anything except for, like, Rakan or Janna if you get 4-man camped bottom. Damn, we've just gone straight down into the gutter. I think we won our first game and we've lost like 4 in a row or something after that. I think they've all basically been 20-minute games too. I don't even think they've been close. Yeah, Colley's like, LOL, got hard carried by Echo. Let me style on you real quick in the fountain. What are these even? Okay, there's a bunch of emotes, I guess. Good run. Little Legends eggs. I know it's pretty lame in TFT that like you basically it's like RNG to get the little legend that you want. You have to get like 3 of them or something to combine them to get kind of the upgraded ones. Yeah, I mean, ADC is usually not that great. I mean, there is some stuff you can play that can win lane that's also, you know, can roam around and do other things, like a Leona or Nautilus or things like that, but...
I see you lack judgment.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty extreme. I mean, I've tried everything. Nah, I'm not gonna start, like, BMing or anything. In, like, all chat. I mean, I could try Soraka here. Soraka's pretty good against Nunu. Soraka's an example of someone who can be lane dominant, but also scales. I was on a streak with Soraka the last few days.
Let me guide you.
Extreme. Well, we know what their jungler is, and that's one of the most important things. And, I mean, yeah, they could still get double assassin in theory, but once jungle's taken off the table, you can kind of see what's going to happen. And, the Soraka, like, the silence stops Nunu's snowball, so she's one of the best at stopping his ganks. Also shuts off his ult. So this is something that I tried earlier in the week, which worked out pretty well, which is, hopefully it'll work out here, which is basically just, okay, maybe we can win the lane if I land a lot of poke, but if we don't, whatever, at least we scale super hard. Now, Varus is pretty obnoxious because his W comes with a free Grievous Wounds on it. But I think we'll stick with this. I'm going with Ingenious because I'm going to go Mikhail's for the Varus. We're going to go Mikhail's Redemption. So having 45% CDR on the on those two is pretty good. Extreme! Whitney's got it. Yeah, I mean they're getting a little scammy on the on the TFT little legends. I think is a little much. I mean, in that one you don't have to buy the champions though. You don't have to level up to level 30, and you can't buy skins. So they got to have something that makes money off of that game. So it's just got to be like, you know, loot box abuse. Got to prey on those gambling addicts. Which, I think that's a little too far in the other direction. I think they should allow skins. I mean, I know that their vision is that, you know, they want to do different skins around different themes and seasons that they have, but it's like, just change the champs every season so you can actually sell skins.
Welcome to Summoner's
Like, do you really need that many variables in the game? Like, is there gonna be, like, all 7 skins of Kai'Sa are all gonna be in the same meta in the same season? Like, if it's just one Kai'Sa per season, or whatever it is, like, just sell skins. and just change your stats every season. Because I know they want to do themed seasons where certain champions are out of rotation, certain champions are in, and there are certain kinds of themes to the different strategies that might be good. I think that's cool. It can keep the game fresh since there is no, like, macro in the game, or there's not much macro. There's a little bit, I guess, in terms of planning. Then to keep it fresh so it doesn't just become deterministic, you know, they need to change a lot of variables about the game pretty often. But I don't know, you're just losing so much money on not being able to offer skins, and you're just having to go like full scam mode. They do offer a beta pass, I guess. I mean, the theme seasons are cool. I just don't think that they should waste the opportunity to sell skins by having skinned champs. Like, that have different stats from other types of champs.
The whole world in balance.
I mean, I don't mind microtransactions in general. I don't mind people buying skins and stuff. My problem is when it's RNG. Like, that is... You're basically preying on people that, like, really susceptible people a lot of times. Like, gambling. People that have gambling problems and stuff like that. But if it's like, hey, you're paying this amount of gold and you have, you know... you're getting a certain skin or a certain season pass or something like that, I think that's fine because you know what you're getting. Like, there's no luck, there's no gambling involved. It's just straight up like, this is what you get, do you want it or not? And I think that's fine. I mean, they have to do that. That's like 2019. That's pretty. You just got to have your microtransactions. But then I don't think any of it's pay to win. I mean, pay to win microtransactions are bad, but I think that loot boxes are pretty insidious. Especially for kids. You know, you're supposed to be 18 to buy lotto tickets, but, you know, you could be 5 or something and just have your parents' credit card and do some microtransactions, or do some, like, loot boxes on Fortnite or something, you know?
By the power of the stars.
Wait, is Mundo not coming? You trolling, Mundo? He was right behind him. Why would you not at least come in and see if you get a flash? What? He literally walked right behind him. I mean, I know I'm Soraka, but, like, someone's gonna flash. Trust me, if you come in behind him. That was weird. I was out of... So she finally decided to go full, like, aggro when I was out of mana, and I just used my cooldown. I didn't have the mana to heal her, I don't think, which was kind of rough.
whole world in balance.
Okay, I stopped one of the backs. I didn't see if it was Janna or Varus, but
Got one.
An enemy has
that is
been
true,
slain.
I guess. I mean, that makes sense, if that's true, I should say. I don't know about gambling in Chinese markets. I mean, Americans like to gamble too, but maybe the laws are a little looser over there. Okay, so we did get priority. That was a good call. Now we might be able to get... might be able to get this. No, there we go. Look at that. Mid-rotated. Unlike the other time we tried to get Dragon. I mean, Nunu's there, man. I don't know. Okay, they did have this warded, actually. Okay, Nunu's giving up on it. Nice. Oh, what a troll, dude. You see that? Why? I mean, maybe he needed it for a specific amount. Let's not jump to conclusions. Is he buying a very specific item? Okay. No, he didn't need it. He's just finishing a cloth armor. Come on, man. If he needed it like 100% to finish his jungle item, it's like, okay. But he got a cloth armor after that. It's like, come on, man. Give it to Kaisa. Like, she needs that money more. Taxation, yeah. I don't know, man. It's not even a carry jungler. I mean, I guess Mundo kind of is a carry jungler this day and age.
An enemy has been
Yes! Give me that assist. I did save him. He was going to die if I didn't do that, too. So, I'll take that. Oh, I didn't get an assist on that one, though. That took too long. I mean, that's part of what I've kind of come to understand or love about Soraka, too, is you actually do have a roam with your ult, right? Like, it's a pretty big heal, especially if you have Rejuvenate. And she scales so hard. And like with the Guardian plus barrier build, it's actually pretty hard to burst you out, unless someone's like ultra fed. Plus your own like heal on yourself with your ult. You get like 1500 health worth of like burst. Varus is so easy to hit with stuff though. Makes me kind of wish I played Leona or Nautilus or something, but whatever. Now he could ult me though, so we gotta be careful. Or not. Mana.
has been slain. Rampage.
For peace of mind.
Double kill.
Keeps running forward now, okay. I see you, bro.
Has destroyed a turret.
I missed that coin. I hate missing coins. I am gonna miss coin in general. Like, I don't know. I just like collecting things. I mean, I think most people probably do. One of the purest joys. Triggering top laners with Soraka's global. Yeah. We'll go with this and then
To heal and protect.
see if you get banned smiting support. You probably would eventually.
Every step, a new journey.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to pay for those items though anymore, so that is a big like boost in gold for everybody. I'm still not sure. I'm gonna have to reflect on who like that's gonna be best for those changes. Oh jeez. They got a control word there. Nudu's on the bot side, yeah. Jesus, they're all flashing. Yeah, that's gonna give him dragon though. I wasn't expecting the flash bear assault. Preseason's November 19th.
I heed their call.
Hey, let me get one more control word. Oh, they're not even getting dragon off? Yeah, they are. Just delayed.
Turret plating will soon fall.
I guess I shouldn't have wasted flash. I almost got out. I just got clipped by the edge of it, but
Gracefully.
yeah, I know. Hold up. Hold
I
up.
lend my aid.
I should have silenced. I should have silenced after the chain landed. Make sure she couldn't flash it. Poor sequencing on my part. I tried to hit her with the Q first.
Imbalance.
Real.
Killing spree.
Dude. Are you kidding me? Like, what is this?
Have been slain.
This can't bot, though, like... Okay, I guess we got their ADC. I mean, they are spending a lot of resources to try to kill me over and over again. I mean, I've only died twice, but... It's like, Riven's coming out of the dragon pit? How did she even... I guess she TP'd onto that control ward that was there. Is that what happened? Do they not show you TP in Fog of War anymore? I thought if someone TP'd near you, then it showed you, like, Fog of War. Yeah, I'm playing ranked every day. I don't care if it's preseason or not. Unless I'm, like, on vacation or dead, I'm probably playing ranked that day. Did I?
For peace.
Pulled a faker. I mean, I don't know. I guess I should have anticipated the Riven. Like, the Nunu can show up to Tribush, and the Riven's going to TP onto the Dragon Pit, and the Nunu's going to flash over the wall when I'm about to hit the Blast Plant. Like, I guess I could have foreseen all of that. It didn't seem like it was that much of a stretch when bot lane's pushing a tower to see if I could clear that pink. Because I could have handled just Nunu, just silence him, and boom, he doesn't have anything anymore. I don't know. I think it was reasonable to try to get that pink, but...
To heal and protect.
Given their map position, but... They had to have all of those things go right.
Has destroyed a turret.
And they still overextended and died for doing it. But... I don't know. Maybe it was too greedy. Maybe it was.
Where am I needed?
Hey, thanks, Dom. I mean, preseason still counts as like MMR. People still play and try to win for the most part. There's kind of this meme that no one cares in the preseason, but a lot of people do. Like, I don't think the game quality really dramatically drops from what I'm remembering, like, in the preseasons. It's still, people still play. People still, you know, want to rank. I mean, hell, even at the end of the season, it doesn't seem like a lot of people are, like, that interested in tryharding, at least from what I've seen.
Gracefully.
Can you say a word in Spanish? Mariposa. Arriba!
I lend my aid.
Boys at the restaurant used to call me their Mariposa. The Mariposa. I think that means friend, right? They're like, oh, hey, Mariposa, you know? Yeah, I know. It means butterfly. I'm just trolling. Yeah, they would say that sometimes, but I think that can also be sort of like slang for a gay person or something, right? I don't know, though. It was funny. I used to speak Spanish a little bit better. I had 5 years in high school, and 2 years in college, but that has been over a decade ago, so...
This is my path.
So yeah, it's like super rusty. It's used as girlfriend? Okay, I didn't know that. Chile. Oh, he trying to dance.
For peace.
Oh, the miss. The Janna. Just get the scuttle, man.
To heal and protect.
You gonna go mess? Does he have Spirit Visage yet? No.
Every step, a new journey.
I mean, I don't know. He just dodged a bunch of stuff. But yeah, it was unfortunate. I was a little bit late on that. I probably could have stunned him if I would have played that a little bit better. Dude, don't imp that hard. here. Come here so I can heal you. Jesus. Are you kidding me right now? What is this problem? Oh my god, for real? What just happened in that play? Like, dude's literally, he's running away from me full speed all the way up the jungle. Oh, Paris flashed.
I see. Gracefully.
Yeah. Maybe it's different in a different place. I think most of the people I worked with in the restaurant were from Mexico. So maybe it's different in different countries, the slang is.
I lend my aid.
I mean, we probably should have just left. Like, if the Renekton didn't, like, full hard end there, if he would have just chilled near the tower, I could have gone up and healed him. We just get a kill and then just take the tower and let me heal, but they just, like, they both just ran under the tower away from me.
The whole world in balance.
I feel like Soraka, I'm like an IT guy or something. It's like you have all these, you know, clowns just running around, just constantly ruining stuff, and you're kind of working behind the scenes just trying to put out all these fires. And just no one ever notices or appreciates what you do. They just, stuff just works. Like, oh, I just didn't die. It's magic. I've never been an IT guy, but I imagine that's probably what it's like. Where people are just constantly screwing up stuff on your network. You know, nearly collapsing the whole system, and then just out of nowhere, you're just like saving it all day, every day. And no one has a clue, like, what you do. Hardcore Renekton again. But guys, get something! Alright. Can any IT guys confirm? Got any IT people out there? I don't think we... Supports probably don't quite get as much hate as like a Comcast tech person or something, but... Do I get 20 nuggets at 3 a.m. right now? I mean, that does sound really good. I would feel terrible the next day if I did that. Not that my diet's that much better, but...
Where am I needed?
The cheap W, the tower, thinking it would take damage. Honestly, I didn't see that. I would not be surprised, though.
I heed their call.
She didn't have tier, man. No tier stack in here.
By the power of its
I should have waited till I cleared it before I warded it. go. Yeah, they're all bottom. I mean, they do have that thing there. We've got Gensu, Kaisa, maybe. Yeah, they're all bottom. Nunu's bottom. All right, come on. Let's go. Come on. Hey.
An enemy has been slain.
I mean, yeah, they see us, but Nunu's bottom. Should have maybe ulted a bit earlier, but... The Szechuan sauce.
Never waste a
Dude, I haven't had nuggets in a while. They're probably pretty good. Yeah, I mean, the Renek, I mean, he's doing pretty well for the most part. Like, he's obviously up like 100 CS, and he's got a good KDA. He's just goofing around, which is fine, as long as we don't lose. He's just hyper-aggressive.
of mine.
Let Mundo split top. Well, I was doing a channel. Keep Farming asked what made me want to start streaming. I was gonna just do like a strategy channel and just do like some Total War, and then I started doing some League. And I had been playing League the whole time, anyways. But League was pretty fun. I was releasing some League videos, and people kept saying I should try streaming. I should try streaming. And so then, you know, probably 3 or 4 months after, because I used to just do standalone videos. 3 or 4 months after that, then I started streaming, and it was fun. So, kept with it. Anyways, all right, I think I got to end there tonight. Sorry for the shorter stream. I'll try to be here on time tomorrow. This kind of cold or whatever this is sort of getting me. But we'll be back tomorrow. I'll be on around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so be sure to come by and check it out. I'm not going to have a beard tomorrow, so if you want to see how weird that looks, you know, be ready for that. Because, yeah, we're doing some family pictures at like 10 in the morning, which is why I have to go to sleep now. Otherwise, I would stay up a bit later, but it's like 3 a.m. now, and I got to get up and not look completely terrible for pictures. So, anyways, that's going to be it. Thank y'all very much. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll try to have the tier list ready for you by tomorrow as well. Support tier list, maybe ADC tier list. And, yeah, I'll see everybody then.